Hey everybody, this is Darksied, and welcome back to part 39 of our Dark Souls walkthrough. Alright, now we're going to finish up Lost Izalith here. We're getting ready to go take on the Bed of Chaos. Okay, as you see here, we're heading back up to the fog door. You can actually run through this if you wish, and most likely you're going to have to do that anyway. This boss is not so hard as it's really a matter of a bit of luck thrown in with some jumping skill, and also just getting lucky and not falling through the floor. But one strange thing, I don't know if it's good or not, I almost wish that it was not this way, is that say you're working around in here and you die, well, your progress isn't completely lost. There's actually three objectives that you must do, and as soon as you complete one of them and say you die afterward, that objective remains completed the next time you come down. So I'm actually having to show you kind of a piecemeal of a few different attempts in order to get this thing actually done. Mainly because I missed a few jumps and fell into deep dark holes. The boss himself is not necessarily hard. He just kind of smacks at you with various different appendages that he has. But other than that, really the holes are the worst, the absolute worst. I do sometimes wish the boss was not the way it is, mainly because I think this would teach people how to get through it a little easier instead of just going through it, dying, and then coming back. Seems a little strange to me, but all in all, I would imagine that there would have been people complaining had it not been this way. Although this is Dark Souls, you figure that people would want to die, right? Okay, finish clearing these guys out here. Bring down this Chaos Eater. Not sure what that was. Looks like a button mishap. There's that corrosive attack. And they love to do that. But if you stand on their sides, they're not hard at all. Alright, let's get leg one of this done. Now normally whenever I come up here and I'm going to be doing this, you want to be as nimble as possible. So since I'm wearing heavy armor, the one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to keep on my Havel's ring, and I'm also going to put on the ninja flip ring, and also want a light weapon here because that's going to work with me a little bit better than the other. We want to be quick and nimble for this. Alright, let's get leg 1 of this boss over with. Alright, pick a side, any side. It doesn't really matter which side you decide to go around here. But I always seem to choose the right side. Now what you're going to do is you're going to try to go through here, avoid the slinging foliage. Come over here, break your way in, and strike the glowing center. And that will be phase 1 out of the way. You'll notice that we're not actually doing any damage to the boss, even whenever we're breaking this. You can kind of see that vaguely looks like the body of a person. And he pulls one arm free. And now the fun part begins. This is where everything starts to fall around you. Now, I would try to minimize the jumping around in here. I did this. That one you can safely jump over. However, I'm getting ready to come to a point that is not safe to jump over. Right here. It looks like you would almost make it, but looks can be deceiving. And we have our first death. Now we're going to skip the rest of it and just head straight back to the fog door here. And we will work down and start working on leg 2. Now, I died on this one as well before I had a chance to actually get to the other side, but the reason why I kept it in here is because I want you to see the patterns of the floor that's falling in, so you can better be prepared exactly where this is going to happen. Now you can also not jump over this. It is best to actually go around and stay somewhat close to him. And that's the easiest way of getting around. You can do that and save yourself a life here. But even the floors stay exactly the way they were. So now that they've fallen through, you can easily see the path that is available to you. Careful of the hands. Those are the primary reason why you'll tend to die on the very last section of this. Can't go this way, but you can, however, walk through. Always be quick. And strike the center. And now he has his other arm free. Now in the center here, there's a way that you can actually use just running and fall in order to get to it. There's a specific spot for that to happen, although it is very hard to hit it right. I have never actually managed to successfully do it. So whenever I do it this time, I just go back to the old way, because I always seem to attempt it at least once. But I go back to the old way of just running dead up the center and doing a good strong jump, and you'll be able to hit one of the branches that you can walk on. The path that you're supposed to be able to run and just kind of fall onto is off to the right just a bit. As I said, you'll see it, because you have to hit it just perfectly. But if you run off that little corner there, straight off the end of it, you should hit that path down there at the bottom. I unfortunately did not. The only thing that you really have to worry about now is just waiting for a good opportunity to go that you don't have swinging arms knocking you around. That's the primary concern right now, is that those arms, well, and these firestorms, those arms actually will push you a lot out of the way. I mean, they will get you into positions where you didn't mean to be. They can hit you while you're jumping. So I find that easier than the other. Now we're on the final stretch of this right at the moment. Don't let your guard down completely, because he can still firestorm you in here if he feels so inclined. Although it doesn't happen much, I have seen it happen. And then all you have to do is to actually break your way through to the real boss. One swipe and he's dead. And congratulations, you've just defeated the Bed of Chaos. The strangest boss in this game. So, now what do we do once we have completed all of our objectives and gotten all the souls that we possibly need? We're going to the Abyss. Keep in mind that if you chose to befriend Frampt and not Kath, you'll need to go to Frampt instead. Anyway, go to the primordial snake of your choosing and use his warp command in order to get down to the Firelink altar.
Very well. Be still and trust thy flesh to me.
It's time to offer up those souls. And our way is opened. Now just before us is the way out of here. This is the way to the final boss of the game. And that will complete this part of our Dark Souls walkthrough. Remember, if you've liked these videos, please click the like button. And if you'd like to hear more of these, click subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.